Hi everyone, it's Amanda back with Amanda Rose Tarot, and I'm here today to do another pick a card reading for you. This is going to be a themed pick a card reading, and the question is going to be what's coming next for you. So we've got 3 piles today. The cards that I was drawn to use were the Druid Animal Oracle, the Crystal Healing, the Ruin Oracle, the Marcellus, what else do we have here? The Rider-Waite, and the Zombie Tarot. So with using the Crystal Oracle cards, it actually shows us. So I'm going to show you the first one, which would be the Quartz. Sorry, there's way too much light going on here. Okay, hopefully you guys can see that. Okay, that's better. So we've got the Quartz here. The second one, the Lapis Lazuli, which I think I figured out what my crystal over here was. It looks a lot similar to the Lapis Lazuli, if I'm saying that right. And the third is the turquoise. So whichever you are drawn towards. Okay. I'll just be quiet for a second and let you think on that, which stone you would like, the quartz, the lapis lazuli, or the turquoise. Okay, so we're going to start over here with the quartz. We already know that card. Okay. In the Druid Animal, you guys got the fox. In the Rider-Waite, you guys got the Queen of Wands. So this is definitely fire energy. You've got the Four of Swords, air energy. And you've got the Queen of Cups reversed, so you've got water. And then you've got Wunjo, which is reversed. Okay. So let's go over your cards. First, let's start with the Four of Swords in the Zombie Tarot. So with this card, it's saying it's time to retreat, to rest, to have some recovery time. You know, in this story, it says, you know, if you can't find an abandoned house, then consider taking rest in the local shopping mall. It's a brief time of rest, but it's necessary to regroup during this time and plan for the next strategy to, you know, fight these issues that you're working on. This timeout card is saying that you need to retreat, you need to contemplate the universe, so then you can later emerge, you know, refreshed and live to fight another day. So definitely a card saying, you know, it's time to lay down and not fight anymore. It's that time is definitely over. The next card that you have is the Queen of Wands. So this would be a Leo sign. So this person, they desire success in work and social activities. She's called the social lioness and is really a positive advisor. She's an authority figure who's very ambitious, ego-driven, and shines in all her endeavors. This queen admires attention. She's a loyal friend and fun to be around. Her expectations are high at work and in social settings. She's very proud and fiery. She's been through a battle, but she's ready for more. And she really, she can deal with anything that's thrown at her. She's known for her tall stature, large head, strong back, heavy nose, and regal. She walks like a lion and takes long strides. So a very fiery person here. And the next card that we'll go over, let's go over your crystal. So you guys were drawn towards the quartz. I'll read what it says on the card first. The color is transparent or smoky with gold or brown inclusions. The qualities are energizing and regenerating. And the chakras, it's good for all chakras. So with the quartz, it's a healing stone. Traditionally, it was used to forecast the outcome of a hunt or a battle. Often it was gazed into like a crystal ball in search for answers of success or failure. It was also held in the sunlight, and it was used to interpret the light and the light that came through it, where it fell. And a lot of people used it with healing. Healers used it to examine their patients, and if they found impurities in the body, they would rub the crystal over it to draw out those negative things in the body. So it's really a helpful stone in all situations. It can also open up conversations with the spirit realm, your ancestors. It was commonly used for that in Indonesia and Australia. So definitely can help with the third eye. It helps with all chakras, like I said. So it's a really good card to get in this reading, where you have, the next card here, the Queen of Cups reversed. So, like I said, it's water sign. There can be emotional blockages or just shifting moods, maybe over emotional person. Can also be a person that, sometimes manipulates people. It makes her lover hard to, deal with. It may make it very difficult to have a relationship with this person because they may seem like kind of a emotional vampire. They drain your energy because of their ever-changing moods. But this person, they sustain deep emotional wounds, or maybe they are trapped in an unhappy relationship, or trapped in a dead-end career, or they've just had a lot of problems in their life, and they really don't know how to fix them. They realize that they do have some issues emotionally, but they're not sure how to project that onto others, and they can be over emotional, definitely at times. So not the greatest when it's in reverse. And then you've got the Wunjo, and this card is also in reverse. So it speaks of lacking success, lack of commitment to shared projects. It could be, lost hope, and just not being able to celebrate at this time. It could be, like I said, with the Queen of Cups reversed, maybe it's unhappy relationships, or, trapped in a job that doesn't bring you much happiness. You definitely could use the quartz crystal in this reading, because there is a lot of healing that's needed for this person. So it makes sense to get the Four of Swords. It's time to rest, retreat, and, contemplate what's going on, so you can emerge, revitalized, and be able to go out there and move forward with action. But at this time, really need to recoup and, get back on track. The Fox card here that you got, the fox is known to be cunning, to be wild, to be a beautiful creature. Country folk lore always said that, no person would step on the ice unless a fox had crossed it first, because of their cunning nature. A fox would not cross the ice if it was not safe. So, this creature It's very beautiful. It has a harmony with nature. With the power of the fox, you'll know when is the right time to come out in the open, and you'll also know the time when it's good to remain silent, and to keep to your own counsel and be discreet and subtle. It's also telling you to be diplomatic when dealing with people. Just handle every situation with, kid gloves. If you're having to deal with people, that really, they have emotional wounds, and they may be projecting that onto you. They may seem kind of draining when you're around them. Just try to handle that in a diplomatic way is what the fox is saying here. But definitely this is a card that brings good fortune. The fox was a sacred animal that was hunted for their pelts as far back as the Neolithic age. So, although you may have some problems, or you may be dealing with a person that has some emotional, issues, I think if you handle it in, like I said, a discreet way, a subtle way, and just remain silent until it's time to speak up, I think that everything will work out okay. I feel like you're a strong person here with the Queen of Wands, and you will be able to handle it, whatever it is, that has caused some pain. I think you'll be able to get through it. So what's coming next for you? Definitely recovery. You're going to be able to recover from maybe relationships or things that have really hurt you and affected you, and making decisions. I think it's going to take time for you to figure out what to do, the solutions. I feel like right now with the Queen of Cups reversed, you aren't able to fix these things yourself, and that's why you're having lack of success. But I think with the fox coming out, it's a good luck for you, and you will find the answers, and things will get back on track, definitely. I feel like if you picked number 1, which was the quartz crystal. Okay, so let's move on to number 2, the Lapis Lazuli. And we already seen that card, so let's look at the other cards. Okay, so you guys got the eagle in reverse and the druid animals. You guys got the Empress in reverse and the Rider-Waite. In the zombie tarot, you guys got the Hanged Man. In the Marcellus deck, you guys got the Moon in reverse. And you guys got Perthrow also reversed in this reading. You guys have a lot of reversals in your reading. Okay, so first let's go over a card that is not reversed. It's the Hanged Man. So with the Hanged Man, it's reaching a turning point, accepting a situation, maybe sacrificing a little bit. The story with this is he's sacrificed himself, distracting the zombies so that his friends can live and they can fight another day. So, although he's sacrificing himself, this doesn't mean that it's going to be terminal for him. He may arrive at an epiphany while he is in this position. So, just take some time and, discard old ideas or old ways of living and think about different ways to handle things and how you can, set yourself free. So allow life to go on, and just look at things differently from a different point of view, to help you in this situation. The next card that you have is the Empress in reverse. So this can mean having a lot of doubt, having a lot of indecision, not being sure what to do next, hemming and hawing over you know, decisions, not being able to make decisions, maybe being hot and cold. People may see you and not know, you know, what kind of mood you're going to be in. But definitely the truth is going to be coming out, and things are going to start unraveling in whatever you're dealing with. Things are going to start unraveling, and it's going to come out. Whatever it is, some truth is going to come out, is what I feel with that. And you guys got the Moon card also in reverse. So you could be dealing with some insincere people. Maybe people around you are having a hard time telling between fantasy and reality, or this could be you. You may have to deal with alcoholism or drug abuse or some kind of dependency or depression, or maybe people in prison or in a hospital. There may also be some hidden enemies working behind the scenes that you don't see. And sometimes the world of illusion can be positive, or sometimes it can be negative. So this is also the sign of Pisces. I forgot to mention that. But there could be something going on behind the scenes that you're not seeing. Maybe there's some insincere people and you're just not able to see that right now. But like I said, with the Empress reversed here, I think that things are going to come out. The truth is going to come out. And someone could be hemming and hawing, trying to decide, you know, about the truth and telling the truth. There could be some really big issues with this person that's holding back the truth. They could be living in a fantasy world, and they're really going to have to think about it. They need to free themselves from that. And they could be trying to figure out how to do that. And then you guys have the Eagle card in reverse. So this is saying that your mind and your heart are not in balance. You're very intelligent, but don't make that, you know, harden you so much that you lose the ability to be in touch with your heart. You could be over analyzing things, and you know, that can be dangerous. So listen to your dreams. The unconscious mind is really calling you, and don't try to always make things rational. You may be looking too deep into things, and maybe you have this fear of, you know, not being perfect, and you worry about that. You have all these insecurities, but why worry? You need to step back and maybe take a breath and detach from those everyday worries, and you know, see things from a different point of view, like the eagle does, you know, from a wider context. Maybe you need to learn the art of plunging, you know, at the right moment, you know, dive into this lake that represents the heart. So I feel like, you know, there is going to be that moment where it's going to happen, but I think there's a lot of worry going on here. Okay, so with these cards, you know, I'm having a lot of reversals here, so I'm thinking that there's a lot going on. These aren't minor things, these are big things, and there's a lot of doubt, there's a lot of depression, you know, not listening to your dreams, not listening to your unconscious mind, and trying to rationalize everything, worrying about things, having a lot of insecurities is what I feel here. And then you've got the Perth row reversed. So this card is telling you to steel yourself. There could be an embarrassing or unpleasant thing that is about to come to the light. So refrain from any gambling or, you know, borrowing money. You know, there's a chance that things are going to turn out bad. So, you know, just steel yourself, have the courage, and brace yourself for some difficulties that may be coming in. This card kind of says, you know, grit your teeth and bear it. Whatever is coming ahead of you, I think you're going to be able to handle it. Um, you know, you're going to sacrifice yourself for the greater good. You're going to, you know, do what's right here, I believe. And secrets are going to come out. Whatever these secrets are, they're unraveling. And, you know, if this person has been keeping things from you, it's going to come out for sure. They may be, you know, insincere. They may be hiding things. I feel like there's definitely hidden things from you with these cards. And this person could be living in a fantasy and just, you know, very insecure, worrying about everything. But you guys got the Lapis Lazuli, which is a really good card to get. It says the color is deep blue with white and gold flecks. So I really, you know, I had said in my last reading that I didn't know what this blue and white stone was. But now, you know, that this card has come out, I am pretty, like, 99% sure that that is what that is. So the qualities are consciousness, memory, and meditation. The chakras are the throat and the brow. So with this card, you know, it was this stone is formed when limestone comes in contact with calcite and pyrite. And it can remove deep levels of stress and trauma to the system. It's also used for healing. It can heal deep and chronic wounds of all sorts. It's if you're drawn to this stone, you know, you could be needing that. You could be needing a lot of healing. And I feel with these other cards that you really do need healing, or the people around you perhaps that are keeping these fantasy and secrets from you. You know, this could also say that you're ready to open the door to the magical world, and the universe is ready to let you do that. So it could be, you know, your third eye is going to begin opening up. And if you feel like you're in overdrive, like your brain is like a hamster on a wheel and you can't stop, this stone can also help you with that. It can bring you serenity. It can bring you peace during times where you feel like things are chaotic. So, you know, definitely this can help you. And if you've been suffering from migraines or headaches, this stone can also help to heal those. So very good stone to have, especially when I feel like with these cards, you know, you're having some trouble, you know, in your everyday, like you're having so much indecision, so much doubt. You're really, you know, you're not sure what to do, and your brain is on overload. Your brain is like that hamster in the wheel that just won't stop, that it keeps running for its life for no reason really. So definitely, if you don't have this stone, you know, try to find one somewhere and maybe carry it around with you, and that can help you with the stress and the trauma that you may have suffered. And it can help, you know, during those chaotic times when you really need peace and serenity. So hopefully that gave you an answer as to what's coming next. Not my favorite reading, but there were some good points in there. Self-sacrifice for the greater good, and, you know, opening your third eye definitely in this reading is a major thing that's going to be happening for you. So that's what's coming for you next. So let's move on to number 3. If you pick the turquoise, let's look at your other cards. Okay, so you guys got the snake in reverse. You got the Ace of Pentacles also in reverse. You guys got the Lovers in the Zombie Tarot. And you guys got the Four of Coins reversed in the Marcellus deck. And you guys got, I'm not sure how to say it, Manaz in the Ruin deck. Okay. So first, let's go over the Lovers card. So I really like this card, even though, you know, it's the Zombie Tarot. I still think it's beautiful. So the Lovers card is, the sign attached with that is the Gemini. The keywords are romance, passion, sex. It's about decisions and not knowing where to start. Do you start with your head? Do you go with your heart? And you really need to make up your mind before you can move forward. You know, don't ignore the fact that your lover is, you know, a zombie here, because at any moment she could rip your heart out, and, you know, you just have to decide what you want to do. It may be time to leave a relationship that's, you know, starting to stink. It's rotting. So with this card, you know, it is about sex, romance, passion, but it's making a decision. Which way do you want to go? Are you going in the right direction? Do you need to totally have a tower moment and flip everything head down a different direction? You know, definitely decisions need to be made. I just noticed he's like, I don't know if he's spraying her with perfume or what. It's kind of funny. But if you're in a relationship that's starting to stink, then it's saying it may be time to cut your losses and leave that, whatever that may be. And you guys got the Ace of Pentacles reversed. So we don't like to see this card reversed. It can be the evil side of wealth, the side that's greedy, jealous. You know, it can be great riches, but, you know, spending them recklessly or not being responsible with them. Or it can be like you're already financially secure, but yet you can't resist trying to get more power and, you know, just totally greedy and, you know, not able to share, being corrupt and, you know, doing anything to get one up and, you know, score that next, whatever it is, financial goal that you're trying to reach. And if it means like stepping on people, you know, this person would not mind doing that. They would, you know, step over someone just to get ahead. So it's the evil side of wealth. It's being corrupt and being greedy. Okay, the next one that we'll go over, because it's so similar, is the Four of Pentacles reversed. So, you know, we've got lots of Pentacles reversed, which is greedy with money. You know, money, money, money is the mantra with these cards. And it could be dominating your mind. It could be, you know, just a person. It doesn't have to be you. It can be, you know, the person that you've come here about. They're a very greedy person. They could just be financially anxious all the time, you know, burdened by responsibilities of the budget, you know, struggling with the budget, trying to juggle things, the household, you know, daily responsibilities of, you know, mail coming in and there's bills, and just thinking that you never have enough, being discontent with what you have, and nothing is ever good enough or nothing is perfect. You're always looking for that next best thing. It can be like that you've got a car, but, you want a better car. You've got a phone, but you want a better phone. And it's just being, jealous of others and being greedy and not conserving your money and, having to borrow money and just because you're just anxious about everything, and it's really not a good thing at all to be, like that. So let's go on to the Menaz. And the translation for this card is man. The earthly meaning is family, friendship, charitable deeds, the greater good. The spiritual meaning is the self, transcendence, and communion. So I'm glad this card came up. It's really about not being selfish, realizing yourself and, all the groups that we belong in, the human race, considering the need of the tribe as a whole rather than being selfish and having selfish desires. This card says it's a good time to donate to a charity, or if you are a charity, assistance may be in store for you soon. Appreciate the ties that you have with different groups or, your family, helping to appreciate the bonds that you make with people. Or if you are a charity, assistance could be coming your way. Appreciate the ties that you have with groups or families. This card helps us to appreciate the bonds that we've formed. And it reminds us of the saying at funerals, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. You will pass, but you will rise again like the phoenix. So, think of the greater good and step outside yourself to regain the right sense of, purpose, what you're here for. Get back in touch and communicate with your angels, your ancestors, and, just realize that it's not all about yourself, that it's about others and the human race, and, not all about, just how much can we do for ourselves, what can we do to, make ourselves better and our own financial success better. It's about, all of mankind and helping everybody out and, being charitable and thinking of the greater good and those friendships that we have, and, try to think of others and put yourself in their shoes. And, that's what we all need to work on, is doing that. And you guys got this snake in reverse. So the snake wants to remind us to abandon your ability to wound others. The snake has a poisonous bite, but we need to think about it in a different way. Think about transformation. So the snake, although in Christian tradition it represents evil, in the Druid tarot here, it's about healing and transformation, shedding of the skin, learning how to love the serpent, the snake. The totem for the snake represents energy, penetration, swift and silent movement, not to harm others, but to heal them. So the snake here is associated with fertility. It, somewhat resembles a phallic symbol, and it has the ability to rebirth and come out with new glistening skin, in the bright morning sun. So with the snake here, it's saying that you can transform, you can change. Maybe if you do have jealousy or greed in your heart, or you're just thinking too much about your responsibilities and they're burdening you. It's a constant struggle, thinking that, how am I going to budget everything? How am I going to do this? You know, try to think of the spiritual side, and why are you here? Are you here, you know, just to see how much money that you can attain while you're on the earth? Or are you here for a greater purpose? Are you here, you know, for great riches? Maybe you will get these great riches, but what are you going to use them for until you know, are able to think on the right path and think, you know, what do I want to do to help humanity? You know, that's what this Menaz card is about. What can we do to help humanity, to build up humanity, to make it better? That's the ultimate goal. And you guys got the turquoise. The turquoise is the colors light blue, green, blue, and green. The qualities are strengthening, supportive, and the chakra is the throat. So in many ancient cultures, it was used as an amulet of protection and a symbol of wealth. In Persia, it was used to protect men and horses from falling and injuring themselves. Shaman also used it for protection from harm. So with this coming up, it may be saying that you need to take precautions. Maybe there could be a situation coming up where you need extra protection, or you need to be vigilant and take extra care. So, you know, it goes back to the Lovers here. I feel like what is going to be coming for you, it could be a decision to make. You know, are you going to listen to your head? Are you going to listen to your heart to move on to this next path that you're going? So I feel like get back in touch with family, with friends, donate to charities if you can, you know, and transform yourself, make yourself shed that old skin like the snake, and come out with more energy and heal yourself. Heal yourself is what I feel if you picked this reading number 3. I think you're gonna need to focus on healing yourself and protecting yourself from, maybe there's people around you that are these greedy money people. So just remember that. Just remember to protect yourself from the people around you, and don't take on their energy. You know, don't let it come into you. Maybe help these people to heal. With the snake here, maybe it's going to be your job to help these people that are wounded and help them, you know, with your healing powers, like the snake totem. So that's what I see if you picked number 3. If this resonates with you, leave a comment down below and give me a thumbs up. And also, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel, and then hit the notification bell, and you'll get notified the next time I post another reading like this. So thanks for coming. Love and light to all of you. Bye-bye.